So you guys made great points about the Buccaneers, and your write-up is always awesome. But this week about the Buccaneers, it was especially great. And I've said every week that they're pretty much just right or too low. And I said they're going to keep winning and they're going to keep climbing the rankings, which is why I have them just right. My Goldilocks zone for the power rankings is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And just like this Travis Matthews shirt I've got on right now, I just know I'm in the right spot with the right thing on me.
The waffle
and
grill.
The Buccaneers, they got the right thing on them. They've got some badasses on that offensive line. They've got a salty dog at quarterback. They've got a defensive coordinator and the head coach that can really frustrate people with some of the things they're doing. To your point, they're going to be getting healthy at the right time. And I just have faith in Liam Cohen and the way he's able to diagram some of this stuff, get people in the right situation to have success offensively, and then to go blow out a team the way that they did this past week. I love it. I love the Buccaneers, and I mean, I've been saying it. They're going to climb every week. So when I say Goldilocks zone for the Buccaneers, yeah, they could be higher. I'm happy with where they're at because we all know where they're going.
They were my pick to win the division, and I love the way this team is made up. You know, you mentioned the offensive line. Barton's getting better. I mean, they're starting to run the ball significantly better than they did. Bucky Irvin's been great. McMillan, you know, he was the best receiver at Washington 2 years ago, and he's starting to – you see what he can do now that he's back playing again. I love this. I wish Godwin were there. If Godwin was in the lineup and you had those three guys together on the field at the same time with Baker throwing it in that running game, man, they'd be hard to beat. But, you know, defensively, one major flaw on defense. The other linebacker other than Levante David cannot cover at all, whether it's Brett or whoever, and he was hurt, whoever they put in there. They, believe it or not, they missed Servassier Dennis. He was going to be the cover linebacker. So those are the little things that, you know, like, for example, against the Lions the other day, they were without their linebackers. What did the Bills do? They picked on the linebackers in coverage. Quan Alexander can't cover anybody anymore, and they picked on him. And so that's the one flaw on the Bucs. But I love that team. I love the makeup. And Baker plays with the chip on his shoulder.
It's the easiest path to success. It's why so many Super Bowl teams thrive on those tight ends or slot receivers, whether it was Cooper Kupp for the Rams, whether it was Gronk for the Pats, whether it was Travis Kelce for the Chiefs. It's like when you can pick on a linebacker, it's easy. It's easy football. Those are the easiest routes to throw.
By the way, they would, I think right now they'd be the 3 seed, and they could be the 3 or 4 seed. If they're the 4 seed, and let's just say they played the Vikings as the 4, or the Lions, the beat up Lions as the 4, they're going to win that game probably at home. They should. They beat the Lions already this year when they were home.
Yeah, that's actually scary for the Lions' perspective.
By the way, the Bucs beat the Eagles too.
That'd be awful.
I know. That's like the last thing you want to do.
The Bucs beat the Eagles too.
Yeah. What did I say last week? The Detroit Lions fans are going to plan a purchase of one of these two things: Super Bowl parade tickets or pitchforks and torches. And it's looking like they're not going to be going to StubHub. They're going to be going to Home Depot. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to see your opinion. Yesterday, we did
buying stem cells.
I did a hit with Leger.
Hey, give me some.
This is going to infuriate you, but I did a hit with Leger, and Jim Nantz on Sunday said the winner of this game is America's going to take over for the Cowboys as America's team, the Lions and the Bills. Mm-hmm. Okay. And Leger went on and said why the Lions are now America's team. And I said, they're not even the Midwest team.
Yeah.
The Packers are.
Yep.
The Packers are. If you go to a game in any part of the country, the Packers fans flood there.
They had to go Pack Go in Seattle.
Yeah. Okay. The Lions
fans are awesome.
Look, and I'm not dissing the Lions fans, but they're not the same as the Packer fans, and they're not. And part of that is because the Pack have had so much success, in the '60s, and they had that carried over generations, and it's different. It's not the same, but they're not.
And it's like a very America's
team. They're the Packers. The Packers are more of America's team than the Lions are.
How about all? You know what? I believe in football karma. And I believe fans, and I'm not saying like these guys got injured because of karma. I'm just saying the result of this season, when you look back on it and take a look at social media and listen to these Detroit Lions fans throughout the course, and you can back me on this. Yeah. Detroit Lions fans have been insufferable this season. They have bullied football teams all year. It's been awesome to watch, but I wonder what they're going to say now. I wonder what happens when they do potentially get knocked off early in the playoffs. It's just, less. I would say less is more.
Memo to you.
Less is more.
Because I know you're new to the media business. And they're all insufferable.
No, they're not. They're not. They're really not.
How are Steeler fans to you these days?
Steeler fans are only mean to me because I work with you.
Steelers fans are pretty bad.
They just hate you.
Every fan base hates.
I got nothing against Steeler fans. My first primetime football game, we dominated the Pittsburgh Steelers at the artist formerly known as Heinz Field. So I got a lot of good memories about the black and the gold.
Look, nothing but respect for the Steelers fans because I think they're great. But boy, man, they can be nasty at times. They come at you. The Lions fans this year, you're right, they've been nasty. But every fan base, Seattle fans used to come at me when I used to kill Russell Wilson, and I mean they're nasty.
I will say
and
Pittsburgh.
they use we've been so bad forever, and now we're great, and you guys can enjoy the effing basement. And I'm like, hold on, the Packers just went out there and shit on the Seahawks.
Well, they come at you because you're a bear.
Yeah, well,
I was in Pittsburgh for a wedding this year, and on a Saturday, walking around the city, home game on a Sunday, you just saw jerseys everywhere. Downtown Pittsburgh. It's like they go to war for their team, and that's how I feel like every city should be.
You know who I go to war for? My family, my daughters, and I want to be very I want to make you guys understand that I'm superstitious when it comes to taking care of the kids. Like I was a baseball player, so I got weird superstitions. I'm like I got a little nuclear louche to my game as a dad. And I started, my wife's training for another marathon. She's an amazing runner and, she's fantastic. Yeah. And so now she leaves early in the morning. So I wake up and feed the little one. Our second daughter, Sloan, is 10 months old. And I'm really superstitious because when I first started trying to do it, she wouldn't take the bottle. And I thought it was like, I'm not doing it right. My technique's off. And I'm going to mess up the whole day because she doesn't get her food. But when I got this Travis Matthew long sleeve waffle shirt, I got to find out the name. I think it's a cloud shirt.
It's a cloud shirt.
Falls asleep on it.
Cloud shirt.
It's a cloud shirt.
When I go in there and get her out of the crib and I put her on my cloud shirt and I feed her, she nuzzles into me, man. It's the best feeling in the world. So I want to thank Travis Matthew for inventing this shirt because it's fantastic. It's the best, most comfortable, most loving shirt you can own. It gives your kids a hug and it gives your body a hug every time you wear it. Thanks for sponsoring the Goldilocks segment. This segment is brought to you by Travis Matthew, which is apparel designed for confidence and comfort, no matter where the day takes you, even if it's a rocking chair.
I'm waiting for my second box, by the way.
Oh yeah, on its way.
This one, I don't have that one, so he could be mini me.
I think my daughter.
I can't tell you how many people said, "Oh my God, you had the same shirt on."
You guys rocked. Shirt jacket combo.
Like two hot chicks that walked into the party wearing the same dress. I gotta leave.
It was unbelievable. Did you get? I mean, everybody commented to me. They go, "Oh my God, you're wearing the same shirt as him."
Hey, it's a great shirt.
It's
probably the best shirt.
It might be one of the most comfortable shirts I've ever put on in my life.
And if you're somebody that's like self-conscious about your physique, you put this thing on and it makes you feel a little bit, I feel jacked in this shirt. Yeah, I've never been jacked. I feel jacked. All
right, we got to touch on my team real quick.
Do some nursing in.
I'm sorry.
That's good. I'm sorry. Seahawks. We don't have to touch on
that. Was organic.
I just think Seahawks at 15. They were top 10 last week. They obviously lost to a team higher than them in the top 10, but I think it's more than that. You saw that Geno Smith, without him, they are toast. And if he has to be limited, and obviously they got good news on him, or no like real big structural damage, but it's not as if he's going to be going out there and running for like 50 yards next week. And you're going to have to at times behind that offensive line. So I just think 15, that's on the outside, the playoffs looking in. Obviously, because only 14 teams make the playoffs. I think that's where the Seahawks end up, unfortunately.
So you think they're just right? I do too. I think they're in trouble. The schedule's
I know, Pete. It's your power rankings.
The schedule's tough.
It'd be weird if you didn't think they were just right.
Yeah, everything's just right in there.
Pete's like, I like that guy. Whoever wrote that article.
Who did?
Some sicko.
It gets filed at like 1:00 in the morning. So.
Thank you, Travis Matthew. Seriously, great partner.